And we're back. About to watch Andrea versus Samai.
The pressure that I was talking about for Andrea is actually related to their, lighthearted discussion there that Samai can lose to Andrea and, that's okay. Whereas for Andrea, I feel like the stakes are just a little bit higher.
Yeah, if Andrea loses, she is retiring.
This is almost disrespectful. Bro! I was at the bathroom!
Oh god! Oh god!
We are back and back in action. Samay has played the same opening. Let's see. I mean, to play the same opening, Alex, you'd probably have to agree. He's looked at least something. But the move A3 is telling me that's actually not the case. I have to take it back. A3 is telling me he just wants to play this opening, remembers what happened last game, and is changing it. So that's something, but definitely not changing it for the better. This is not how you're supposed to play this. So Andrea has I would say, pretty healthy advantage out of the opening here.
And it makes sense when you've played a game you lost out of the opening, you just don't want to deal with that because he didn't have time to review with the engine in between. And here he pushes C4. The computer doesn't like that because of D4, which is already starting to close off and take more space for black. If E takes, then you could take with the queen, actually.
Yeah.
Force the rook to come up to A2. And this is what Andrea's going for. Yeah.
That's the right move. As white, if you play knight F3, it's maybe more tempting to take, but black will just respond knight C6, and you're in the same predicament. So knight F3, knight C6. If you play bishop E2, and queen E2. This is unusual. We have a knight that cannot move. We have many pawn moves in the opening, and then we have developing the queen first. That is surprising to me, but it's kind of worked out. I'm not going to lie.
This looks like an opening I would get when I've been raging in bullet and I'm just pre-moving everything and all of a sudden I have no space. But I agree, it's starting to improve a little bit, although the piece development, it's not too awkward. I like knight c3, rook d1 first, but it always feels weird to not develop your kingside pieces first because then you don't have the choice to castle as quickly. But there's not a lot of pressure on the white king here, so.
I could put this bishop here, but then you might push. I could also just develop here. I will have to develop. You will do this soon. I could do this. I do like this move. I don't know what his plans might be. I should castle.
And actually the queen just goes directly to A5, so we're probably going to need to play queen D2 in this position. Let's see if Samay can make that choice.
If we do get into an endgame, however, Andrea's pawn structure is a little bit worse. She does have the bishop pair, but the bishop pairs are more of an advantage when you have an open position, so this is not here yet. Who do you think the endgame favors?
Definitely the black pieces. The double pawns are a bit annoying, but they can actually gain some great space with F5. So black will enjoy more space. Yes, things are not fully open, but in general, the center of the board is open enough that I probably prefer the bishops, but I would be very, very careful about my bishop pair. If white can trade bishop for bishop, all of a sudden we might get in a position where white is bringing knights to d5 and I can't get rid of them.
Or do I leave the queen here? But that didn't go great last time I left the queens on the board. If I go back and I keep the pressure, I do feel like I might have more tricks. I know I should be playing for the endgame. But I don't know. I want to keep this on the board. I like the idea of attacking this queen. But now I kind of give him a tempo. Shit. Shit, I'm so bad. Shit. Don't panic. It's fine. Gosh. Quick break from the video to tell you about our sponsor, Surfshark. We know what you're thinking. Oh no, an ad.
But you know what's even scarier? Not thinking about your online security and privacy. Without a VPN, your internet provider can literally see every single site you go on. That data can be stored, sold, or hacked. A VPN like Surfshark encrypts that information so all they see is scrambled data.
Okay, but it's not that bad. What will they do with that?
Well, it's not that bad until that information gets hacked, and then all of a sudden, your information is out there in the open, and this happens a lot more than you would think.
Most people don't care until they realize just how much money and control those companies squeeze out of your so-called personal data. But Surfshark lets you take that data back.
Power to the people and the sharks.
You get 3,200 plus servers in over 100 countries, 24/7 customer support, and one account to use on unlimited devices. Use our link below or the code SISTERS to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Now back to the video.
Queen c7, not my favorite move. Why are we going to a square where the knight is most likely just going to bother the queen again? And if we think about how I mentioned developing white's pieces, there was a queen on e2. So Samay has got to move the queen out of the way to make the pieces able to develop, but Andrea has sort of helped out with that check. So I don't like queen a5, and then I don't really care for queen c7, because now it's a race to d5, and I would be looking at knight e2, knight f4, knight d5. I'd be looking at maybe bishop to f3, and well, you can see the same kind of idea, all about that d file and the d5 square.
Oof. Yeah. I mean, this is one of those positions, like, if you don't know this, it's very difficult to play. And actually, she's playing it worse than Samay, I would say. He now has to play g3, bishop g2, knight e2, knight d5, and his position is crushing.
That was a silly idea. It's okay. Let's just get up on the clock. I like this because I have this idea now. This is why I wanted to leave the queens on the board, because I was trying to be tricky, but... Bishop will come here. Now if you come here, I could do this, but this is check. So I have to take. Oh my god. I do have to take because of this. So maybe I do this, let you do this, take, keep this square for my piece. Oh god, this pass pawn is really scary too.
I am starting to get a little bit nervous. I know Andrea doesn't do well with time pressure, and while I still think she's the favorite just because she's a stronger player overall, the stakes are so high for her. She cannot lose to Samay and feel okay with
that. Yeah, you're describing it like it's a matter of shame at this point. It's not just a chess game.
And it's not because Samay isn't good or it's not incredible how quickly he's gotten to this level. It's just, you know, Andrea's been playing chess for a much longer time, and I'm basically re-quoting her own words here and Samay's own words.
Yeah, I think, you know, Samay makes the jokes in jest when they were speaking to one another about, you know, how crazy, I'll be fine if I lose to you, you won't be if you lose to me. But deep within those little jokes between one another is, from Andrea's side, like, she wouldn't be joking about it if she wasn't a little bit nervous about it happening, which is, you know, a sign of respect to how much better Samay has gotten. And I don't think Samay would be joking about it if he didn't believe there was that 10%, maybe 5% possibility, probably much higher, that it could actually happen. So that, I think within those jokes is obviously some mutual respect.
I've just got an even position. This is still a threat, but he's just not going for it. Why is my bishop here? Okay, he's attacking this. I could pin you.
Why is he putting the knight on e4? What is it?
Oh, come on, knight needs to go here.
I would have liked to see the knight move from the f3 square. That would really help me play knight d5. But in this case, made a threat, defended the threat. Maybe let's listen to Andrea as the time gets lower and the stakes get higher.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you know your sister better than just about anyone. How is her demeanor? Is this really panicked? Is this just, you know, as nervous as you should be?
I do this.
She's a little panicked.
she's done well with panic so far. She's found actually all the best moves, so it could work out in her favor.
Yeah, I don't think she's gotten to the point where the panic is hurting her yet. I think it's just the right amount of panic that helps you focus more.
Got it.
And by the way, Samay has 1 minute extra on the clock. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, just oh my god, what is going on?
Four. Bishop. Oh, she pins the queen. This is getting tough now.
A nice pin. This should really prompt Samay to move the other knight, I think.
If you takes, back.
Yeah.
From here.
Yeah,
Maybe
knight
that's
FD2 makes sense to
or
help
queen
develop,
takes.
but it feels weird to block your own rook on the
Back.
open file.
I mean,
There's just
yeah,
not
that's
other
queen takes
options.
for sure, and we just move this.
Maybe
guy.
trade the rook first and then do that
Here?
idea. That could be a
Yep.
nice way of solving it. And it looks like we might
And
see
he
that
goes
on the
for
board. Okay, nice.
Here is here. There's no other ideas.
At this point, it's all trusting yourself. You can't overthink these. You can't calculate your way out of danger here. It's just, there's no big tactics, no big threats. You're just trying to make small moves that improve the position, but nothing more than that.
She's catching up on clock.
Oh, what the hell is this move? But why?
But she has to.
I spy
Queen to
tactics.
C3.
Queen's not a good idea.
I spy tactics. Bishop takes knight,
Ah.
f5,
What are your moves in this position?
and knight
I don't
f3
think you have
wins
any. This maybe?
and sends Andrea to the finals. I'm gonna put this on the board. Any piece could take, let's say, this f5, and this uncovers the bishop long range. If Andrea finds that is a ticket to the finals, and there's nothing Samay can do about it. Andrea's obviously strong enough to win in that position, but is not thinking tactically and actually moves the bishop away from that queen diagonal, which does not seem smart at all, because I'm actually starting to get nervous about Black's king with knight on f6.
Did she find it?
Oh, what?
Oh, she didn't. She played bishop f8.
Oh, f4. Now maybe f4 actually.
F4 with
have
the
some-
idea of some f6 take on f6.
Uh-oh, man, I don't like this. Okay, knight g4, at least she has an outpost for her knight. She's defending f6. But bishop f8 was kind of just a waste of a move. Where is she going to put her bishop elsewhere?
That's right, but she might just get it back where it belongs. I think now it's setting in that it needs to be there. And bishop g7 is a really good move because you know what? It kind of threatens the exact same thing again. And if Samay does not play knight f2, then that is going to work all over again.
Oh man, and then knight. Oh, she has 20 seconds on her.
Oh, just 20 seconds.
I am starting to get stressed myself.
20
I don't
seconds
like-
ticking down. Ooh, I don't think that's
Yeah, 22
ideal.
seconds. Uh-oh.
But bishops, right? These are really dangerous pieces.
Who is more stressed, Alex or Andrea? I don't feel good about either of us right now, honestly.
Let's play who's not stressed. Right over here, huh? Yeah. Over here, not stressed at all. Having a great time, as a matter of fact.
Knight g5, it looks like a cool move because you can't take it, but I don't see where you go from there. Maybe you put your knight back to f3.
No, can come back. Whoa, he's going all in. He's going all in.
Oh, that's a crazy move.
It's
Like,
just-
what does Black even do?
Bishop f5. That's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
no, of course. And now he will have to play. Just don't go queen d3. It's all over.
Oh no, he played it and fg5 game over. Oh, he's losing both the knights.
Well, Andrea's
Oh
hovering over
my
her bishop.
Oh my goodness.
Nope, Andrea.
Oh my goodness, missing a free piece, Andrea. You gotta be kidding me right now.
Oh god.
It's just sitting there.
f6 is 4. Come on, somebody.
Knight f6 95! Knight f6 95! Oh my god, he's gonna beat Andrea! Oh my god, he's gonna beat Andrea Sager!
Maybe it's both gift, I think.
told him he could do it!
I don't know what to say about this turnaround. Samay Reina is going to the finals. He beats Andrea, who had a free piece to capture, elected not to, obviously didn't see it, and the result was a couple moves later, losing the entire queen. What a result for the underdog Samay. As the Botez, I feel like both of them are in shock.
Oh god. Yeah, and again, I think the pressure probably negatively influenced Andrea because she had so much pressure to not want to lose.
Right.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Samai. I hope that's inspiring for anybody who is newer to chess.